Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface, and there's more absolute embarrassment for Disney as Bob Chapek, CEO, runs away with his tail between his legs when somebody questions him about Gina Carano and why she was punished, and people like Pedro Pascal were left alone when they said very similar things, used very similar analogies on social media. Bob then decided to double down, as most idiots and cowards do, by giving some inclusivity and diversity speech about Disney, which can be absolutely torn to shreds and shown as the fabrication and lies that it is. And so I'm going to dissect it in this video today. And I'm just going to say, before I do, I am a little bit wound up about this. I must stress, I am a little bit wound up about this. Because one thing that this does is, again, it exposes the hypocrisy. It exposes the cowardice. It shows that these values that they're going to claim to stand for, they don't stand for them at all. In actual fact, they stand against those values, because all the evidence that I'm going to provide is going to contradict what Bob Chapek said. And the fact that you have a multi-billion-dollar company running away from one woman, shows exactly the cowardice and the fragility of their words, of their statements, and where they stand. So, that Star Wars girl posted the question and the answer on her Twitter. It's just a minute long and it's very succinct. So let's listen to it so we can get the absolute context of this.
Hi there. It's clear that there's a new blacklist punishing conservatives in the entertainment industry. Disney Plus actors Pedro Pascal and Gina Carano tweeted similar analogies of current political events to Nazi Germany. Yet only Carano, who is considered a conservative, was fired from The Mandalorian. Regarding Disney and a blacklist, this is the way?
Well, thank you for your question. I don't really see Disney as characterizing itself as left-leaning or right-leaning, yet instead standing for values that are universal, values of respect, values of decency, values of integrity, and values of inclusion. And we seek to have not only how we operate, but the content that we make reflective of the rich diversity of the world that we live in. And I think that's a world that we all should live in harmony and peace. Thank you for the question. Next question, please.
So as you can see, that was just a spurg of nothing but buzzwords. Just a spurg of buzzwords. Avoided the question as to why a perceived conservative, bearing in mind Gina Carano has not openly given her politics, a perceived conservative was fired, whereas a clear left-leaning, far-left ideologue saying most like what I would class as much worse stuff than Gina Carano, far worse stuff than Gina Carano, absolutely left alone. But of course, it's about integrity and respect and inclusion. And right, okay, let's get into it. This is a UK politician, Ian Duncan Smith, used to be the head of the Conservative Party here in the UK. And this is a response that he got from Walt Disney when he wrote to them about his concerns as to them thanking Disney for the Xinjiang province in China. And Disney wrote back to him with this response. I'll just push it up so you can all see. Dear Sir Ian and Baroness Kennedy, my colleague Tony Chambers forwarded me your letter to him regarding the production of the recently released motion picture Mulan, and appreciate the opportunity to respond to your concerns and provide clarification on a number of points. The film, an adaptation of the 1500-year-old Chinese poem Ballad of Mulan, was designed to showcase the richness of Chinese culture and storytelling, with a tale that celebrates, wait for it, female empowerment, inclusivity, and the universal themes of honor, bravery, and family. Disney has a long history with this beloved character, having first told Mulan's story in the 1998 animated classic by the same name. In any motion picture production, several factors are considered when making decisions about where to produce the film, including economics, logistics, accessibility, availability of actors, and authenticity, to name just a few. Although Mulan was filmed almost entirely in New Zealand, in order to accurately depict the unique geography and landscape of China for this period drama, the producers chose to film some scenery in 20 locations throughout the country, including the Kumtag Desert and the here it is, the Xing. I can't pronounce this. I'm afraid. The Xinjiang province, home to an important passageway along the historic Silk Road. The decision to film in each of these locations was made by the film's producers in the interests of authenticity and was in no way dictated or influenced by state of local Chinese officials. It also bears nothing that the filming of the desert scenery occurred over a brief 4-day period. Compared to 143 days of filming in New Zealand, and the footage comprises of 78 seconds of the 1 hour and 55-minute film. However, you still gave a big thank you to the Chinese government. Now, what's so controversial about that? They filmed in the country. Why wouldn't they thank them for allowing them to film in the Xinjiang province? Well, let's just jump to this bit of information, shall we? Guardian newspaper in the UK. I'm sorry, we can't do much better than that. That's just what we got, I'm afraid. China has built 380 internment camps in Xinjiang, study finds. 380 internment camps. Values, folks. Let's just go back to those values that Disney were talking about here. Female empowerment, inclusivity, universal themes of honor, bravery, and family. If they're incarcerated, of course. Ready for re-education. 380. We also, and I can briefly smash through these ones because we already know about these, but just smash through this one briefly. We also know, of course, of the gay kiss that was edited out of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker for Singapore. Edited out. The scene which Disney cut to preserve a PG-13 rating in the conservative nation, that's weird because they seem to be bending over backwards for some conservatives, was the first overt appearance of gay characters in the Star Wars franchise. A brief kiss between two female characters was removed from screenings of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in Singapore, a country with restrictive laws against gay people. But don't worry, Disney folks, they stand for female empowerment, inclusivity, honor, bravery, family, and all the other bollocks that Bobby Cotter, no, it wasn't Bobby Cotter, it was Bob Chapek said in his response. Another great example, which was seen once again, was the erasure almost of John Boyega from the Force Awakens poster for China, where he's predominantly displayed in the Western version and then shrunk down to a very minor size in the Chinese version, because China has a massive problem with black people. And of course, Black Panther itself as well. A film that is virtually all black in cast. The Western version showing the late, great Chadwick Boseman. And of course, the Chinese version covering up his black face. Because, as they've said here, they stand for honor, bravery, inclusivity, family. They stand for integrity and inclusion and diversity by covering up black people, by shrinking black people, by removing gay people, by thanking a government and a province that has put up 380 internment camps to re-educate people. This company is a joke. It's a laughing stock. Bob Chapek, Kathleen Kennedy, Bob Iger, the whole lot of them are cowards. Pathetic cowards. But more importantly, they're symptomatic of this fake fucking wokeness that we have today. This fake diversity and inclusion bollocks which gets thrown around. It's a shield, nothing more. It's a weapon to be used against people to try and prevent clapback. They don't believe a single word of it. They never have. They never will. They preach to the people who are tolerant, and the people who aren't tolerant, they bend the knee and do exactly what they say so they can get some of this. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming links. They're in the description box down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.